Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aquarius. What's going on, Aquarius? This is a general read, any aspect of your life. Take it how it best resonates. Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to know? So I wanted to come out first. Yeah, there's been some sort of in-house fighting, a little confrontation here. It could be competition, we'll see, but it's a 5. It's obstacles and challenges. Yeah, this cycle's coming to an end. Things are going to start going in your favor here. So there's been some sort of obstacles or challenges to do with a house and a home, or between maybe in a family situation or relationship, but it's coming to an end. As things start to go in your favor. Yeah, seeing truth in the situation, a little aha. It could be just obstacles. We'll see. Yeah, there could be some sort of competition here to do with a home as well. Yeah. There's that little bit. Look at the light. They're holding this light. I've never noticed that before, but it's an energy of some sort of aha moment and clarity. Someone seeing the truth in the situation. Yeah, there's been some hurt feelings, jealousy. Often it's jealous. Someone's jealous. It has to do with someone overcoming obstacles or taking action here. See some sort of truth. Oh yeah, win or lose. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Win or lose. We've got someone here who's, there's been some hurt or heartache, or it's just somebody here feeling kind of jealous because they're seeing the truth in a situation. But this is a person, win or lose. What have I got to lose? That little moment of truth. Let's have a look. Somebody here needs to overcome some obstacles, and there could be a truth that someone needs to speak, but this is somebody who feels things are about to start going in their favor. He's seeing something very positive, a lot of abundance, a whole new cycle. It could have to do with the timing, but if you've been just dealing with obstacles, challenges to do with a home or relationship, it is there's a whole new cycle here. So let's take a look. Could be something that was on and off. Yeah, nope, fresh new start. I see someone here's cup runneth over with emotion. It's an energy of, could be a fresh new start here, but I mean, this is an offer, an invitation. There's someone who needs to take action. It could be someone who's jealous because now there's competition. Let's have a look at the 4 of, could have to do with a home too. Competition over a home. Somebody, often this is a large purchase, but I see that cup, this offer. This is a new emotional experience too. So this is interesting, a resurgence of love. Look at that. He's speaking truth. See, there's been obstacles, challenge, a lot going on, but it has to do with somebody's got like a fresh new outlook on a situation too, but it has to do with seeing truth, a little aha moment. Yeah, there you are, Aquarius. Some of you maybe have cut someone out because of jealousy, confrontation, but it's someone who's speaking up and speaking their mind. This is a person who has experience, so I feel this is a new emotional experience. Yeah, but it's all about the experience of confrontation, jealousy. This person needs to take action. Let's have a look at the Wheel of Fortune. Why is this here? Oops. Yeah, we have someone who sees, it could be a situation that's been on and off, but this is someone who's kind of an inner struggle. See, this is often a little inner struggle, inner conflict. Yeah, and it has to do with emotional balance. Somebody's thrown off balance a little bit here, but everything's about to, I feel, I mean, it's just very, a whole new cycle. I mean, this is a new emotional experience, but it has to do with someone who has experience. Someone's feeling emotional here, but this is often someone who comes across as a little cold. Yeah, Aquarius. See, it's about being emotional. Some of you have experience. You've had issues in maybe relationships, or this has to do with an existing relationship, but it's overcoming obstacles and challenges. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's traditions, habits, the way someone conducts themselves. See, it has to do with some of you have dealt with third parties, people who aren't faithful. See, as you're learning something here. Something that you're learning. somebody who, it has to do with someone being faithful and loyal, but it's about being on the same page, something being learned. See, someone learning the hard way, the school of hard knocks. Yeah, look at that. We've got love. So this is someone who has some experience. Yeah. Look at that. Get some Gemini energy. And I feel this is a new emotional experience. Not experiencing something. And I feel with the Queen of Swords, some of you have experienced confrontation, jealousy, maybe even abuse. But it's all about overcoming it. See, there's something being learned. You're learning something. It has to do with love, this bond of connection. You know, some of you are being a little careful what you wish for. See, some of you, I feel some of you are you're in an energy of being kind of content, but you're not completely fulfilled. You're about to get something you want here. You're about to get your cup filled. This is a new emotional experience, but you're applying lessons learned, I feel. It's about being on the same page, speaking your truth. But definitely there's been this back and forth, should I or shouldn't I? Or you've had something on and off and you're speaking up here. But this is all about emotional balance. Let's have a look at this Ace of Swords. Someone, you're seeing the truth in a situation. See, speaking truth, learning something. You're being cautious, careful what you wish for, but this is a new emotional experience. You're about to get your cup filled. Yeah, I do see an energy of some time in between, things calming down, but it's about two people growing closer, getting acquainted, getting to know each other. So there's this little aha moment here. This person's kind of in the energy of win or lose, but I do see a little jealousy. Someone might be a little jealous because there's competition. But there's definitely been some hurt, but it's about two people learning about each other. See, it's all about avoiding a disaster, applying lessons learned. It's all about making sure you're on the same page, that you understand each other. Let's have a look at the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's all about making the choice. See, this is someone focused on that wand, the passion, the desire. There's an attraction here. See, two people are attracted, but I feel there's competition, and it could be somebody who knows there's competition. But it has to do with things calming down. This is about two people spending time together. Now, it could be somebody close by, another neighborhood, somebody in your neighborhood, but it all has to do with a reason to celebrate. So there's something positive here. Yeah, learning. Somebody here's a house, a home, strong financial foundation, but interesting because this is someone going, aha. Not someone here got a lot going on, waiting for things to calm down. So there's been a lot of conflict or whatever it is. It's obstacles, but it's being overcome. And now we have the cup runneth over. So I think you're about to get this cup, but I do think your sword's up because you've experienced, it's about experiences that you've had, the lessons you've learned. You're definitely going to make sure you're on the same page, that you both understand each other. It's about faith and loyalty. I see schedules, timing. Yeah, this is all about the right time too. So I feel it could be this person, but this person wants to take action, win or lose. They want to, it's about getting acquainted, getting to know you. Now, if they are at a distance, this person could be moving on from something else. It's very possible. Some of you might already know this. Yeah, it's all about interest. This is all about interest and patience. You got a person who's very interested, but some of you could have a few here, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're comparing one to the other. See where nothing compares, because I do see that emotional energy, the balance between two people. But I feel with the sword up, it has to do with, I think you're just a little guarded. You're kind of protecting what's yours, you know. Doing your due diligence. Let's have a look at this King of Wands. What does this person want? What does this person want? Yeah, they're very curious. This is someone learning. See, they're curious. They want to know everything. So it's about applying the lessons you've learned and making sure you're on the same page. That somebody is interested in you, and they are. They're very curious. And it could be yourself when you've learned something. But this person here, see, they want to know everything, who you're interested in, what you're doing, your lifestyle habits, your day-to-day life. But this is someone who's kind of keeping some things to themselves right now. I think you've got a couple people. I'm just getting the vibe of another person. And some of you, the things that you've experienced, chaos, conflict, drama, jealousy. Yeah. But this person, it's an energy of curiosity, wanting to spend time together, getting acquainted. So there's this energy of being acquainted and learning about each other and being patient. Yeah, this is someone who's definitely single. It's a person who takes care of themselves. They look good. Yeah, we got someone who looks good. So there's desire and an attraction. So you've got this person extremely curious, but this could be someone who's jealous because you have another person who's curious. That's why I feel there's more like jealousy. And saying to trust your intuition, see your inner knowing. You probably already know, but I do feel there's been some hurt and heartache. Someone who's been hurt. I think it's jealousy, but it is definitely somebody who's likely been hurt before too. So, I mean, you've all these experiences, but it's saying this energy of being wise. I think you already know the answers you're seeking. I do think there's two. I do think this is somebody who's coming in. This is a natural born leader, someone who takes the lead, where this person's just kind of curious. And I wonder if you've cut someone out or you're speaking truth here. See, letting go. Someone, chaos, conflict, someone who causes nothing but drama. But this is a person going to take action, and I think they're jealous. It's someone who knows you're single. See the one, someone who looks out for themselves, someone who takes care of themselves. So there's an attraction, so they're very curious. But I think this is somebody who knows. You've got another person coming in to offer you the cup. Tell me about that Nine of Cups. Yeah, see, confrontation, jealousy. This could be just that inner conflict with yourself where you're like, should or shouldn't I, comparing one to the other. See, nothing compares. And it could be this person, but nothing compares. So trust your inner knowing. Yeah. Let's have a look. Just be careful of anyone who doesn't tell you whether they're single or not. Just be cautious of that. Third-party situations, confrontation, jealousy, competition, whatever it may be. It's going to be different for each of you, but it's all about overcoming it, things calming down. Sometimes the chaos conflict could have to do with anything. It may not even be between the two of you, but it's like things calming down, finding some kind of emotional balance here. Tell me more about that. Yeah, because it looks like we've got someone who's walked away. See, it's someone who didn't get what they wanted. We have someone who didn't get what they wanted. Their cup wasn't filled, so they've walked away. It's someone searching for something new. It's what someone's looking for. We got two people looking for the same thing. But I do feel there is some sort of confrontation. This person I feel is coming in. I do think they're coming in to take action. It's something worth fighting for. Yeah, it has to do with a person who's ended a situation. See, transformation. Every ending leads to new beginnings. See, this is another person, I feel. Tell me about this page, this prince. It could be the same person. I feel there's competition and jealousy. There's another person. This person's jealous. They don't want the other person to have you. They're coming in here. Tell me about this Page of Swords. Who is this person? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Yeah, so it has to do with friends and family. Someone who's talking to people. There's some sort of opportunity, invitation. It's about getting acquainted. See, people getting acquainted. So these are people who know each other in that same social circle. But there's some sort of someone talking to people, wanting to know what you're interested in, who you're interested in, or if there's other people interested in you. So there's a little talk and gossip. And this is somebody here talking to people, but they're kind of keeping it to themselves. They're not saying anything. Who is the King of Wands? Who is this? This is a person, win or lose. See, this person's confident. The other person's not so confident. See, I feel they're going to make a move here. They feel confident. They have self-control, confidence. They already know everything they need to know. It's the other person. So I think this is somebody who knows that there's competition, but this is someone who's ended a situation. This person hasn't ended something yet. So there's all this talk and gossip. Yeah, this person's jealous here, and they're coming in to fight for this. Ooh, I don't hope I do feel somebody trying to avoid confrontation. And I do see that, someone trying to avoid confrontation with someone. And it could be because this person's very bold, very confident. They're strong. They're very capable. And I could be too, taming the beast, teaching someone how you want to be treated. But this person here is feeling very confident. They're taking the lead, win or lose. They know what they want. This other person here, I feel they're talking to people. So this is probably people who know people, some Libra energy. So I do feel it has to do with harmony and balance, restoring harmony and balance. But what it has to do with yourself making a decision whether someone's right for you or not. One of these people may not be right. And it could have to do with a situation that wasn't fair. See, chaos, conflict, drama. This person wants to make something right. But I feel this person is kind of like, they see you as the one, their person. There's a lot of desire. See, someone who's attractive. But there's this, they're focused on the wand. Either they find you attractive, they're very physical. I mean, it could be them. They may have Libra in their chart. They could be talking to people, but it's about good news, hearing something good. But I feel this person is in that win or lose. I feel there's it's an energy of someone avoiding confrontation. But I do think there's someone here that's jealous. I feel jealousy, especially with that 3 of Swords. So tell me more about this 5 of Wands. Yeah, and it could be someone who creates a lot of drama. See, someone very dramatic, someone who's jealous. Now, if you got someone who's trying to make you feel jealous or they feel that way about you, but I feel there's another person here. See, this is about some of you not getting what you want. You didn't get your cup filled. You didn't get what you want. You're walking away. See, searching for something new, leaving all this behind. But now you have this cup is coming in. Things have calmed down, but I do think it's somebody avoiding confrontation, trying to avoid confrontation. And if it is that other person, they are talking to people. So I think they're the person who's going to avoid this. And it has to do with this person who's very bold and confident. They know what they want, win or lose. See, this other person's talking to people. I feel they aren't so sure. And it's about what you're both looking for too, because it's all about learning, somebody learning something. Somebody here who's kind and compassionate, someone who truly cares. See, it's all about the emotion. Somebody being a little emotional. But if there is another person, it's someone who's creating a lot of drama. Yeah, tell me about the wisdom. You trusting your inner knowing. This is somebody here kind of going within. Into me I see. But if there is jealousy, it's someone who keeps it to themselves. Yeah, we got a King of Cups. We got, this is this is good though, because this person's going to offer you this cup. This is unrequited love. Someone hasn't told someone how they feel, but it's an energy of avoiding confrontation. But it's probably more like jealousy. Someone here, there's someone curious talking to people because there's something being learned, and it's an energy of interest that someone else is interested. It's an energy of 2 people who are emotionally available. So it's about being emotionally available. Some of you could be cutting someone out because they aren't. But this is unrequited love. I can see it because it's an energy of someone who's single. See, it's an energy of a person, things calming down. So it's an energy of, I feel like you got someone here who, because of the ending, somebody here who was either going through an ending and the timing wasn't right, but then you've got, and I feel this energy is interesting with the feminine here because I feel like you have experiences, the things you've experienced, and you're applying those lessons to this situation. But this is a new emotional experience. This is someone who doesn't expect to feel the way they're feeling. This is a resurgence of love. Someone has been single for a while. It's a person who's independent. But this is about this person trying to wait for things to calm down, see time in between. It's about learning, applying the things that they've learned. So I do think you both are very much, you're going to be aware. See, this is someone who's been keeping it all in, how they feel. And I do feel there's jealousy more than anything. But if there was a third party and someone was keeping it to themselves, you probably already know the answers you're seeking. And it's likely why you could be cutting someone out. They create a lot of drama. But I feel like you've got this person who wants to come in, this King of Wands. See, this is somebody here focusing on the wand, the one. There's an attraction, desire. This is someone who knows you're single. Aha. So you're single. Win or lose, they're coming in. This is somebody coming in right, too. So it looks like you had someone who didn't come in right. They were likely ending a situation. It's possible they kind of kept it to themselves. But now this person's single. But I feel like they're talking to people. And if there is a jealous person, it's somebody who's going to avoid the whole thing because they don't want confrontation. One of these people is definitely bold. Look, there's the energy. See, not seeing things coming. Somebody here was unable to move forward. Some sort of indecision. But it's telling you to take the blindfold off yourself and see. Yeah, see, I feel it's yourself. Taking the blindfold off and see, but there could be a person who hasn't moved forward or is unable to because I feel they could be involved with other people. But there's the Pentacle. You're not going to see this coming. This is someone coming in right. They're coming in to make some sort of commitment. See, it has to do with somebody. Some of you have a person who probably wouldn't commit. But it's often a person who wants to start something and they don't really make any commitment or set a time. This is somebody who's setting a time. They're committing. This person, it has to do with someone who's very bold, very confident. See, they've got self-control, confidence. They've tamed the beast within themselves. And it could be where you've taught someone how you want to be treated. So some of you could have cut someone out here. And like I say, they could be jealous, but this King of Wands is very charming. They know what they want here. And it is about harmony, doing things right, laying the foundation. They feel confident about how they feel and what they want. So this is like a new emotional experience between two people. See, they have confidence in what it is they're doing. And they have gone within, into me I see, so they know what they want. But this is them coming in to take control of the situation. They have confidence and self-control. They're determined to succeed. So it could be someone who put on the brakes at some point because they needed to end a situation. But now they're coming in and you're not going to see it coming. Yeah, and you could, because you could be focused on someone else. Some of you maybe were dealing with something yourself, but this is where everything starts going in your favor. See, this is a win-win for you and a person. In fact, you're going to avoid a disaster with someone else. That's the dodging the bullet, right? Avoiding a disaster. I think you got a person here who's talking to people, but I feel they just want to be single, where this other person wants to spend time with you. They want to get to know you more. See, I feel like you've gotten acquainted with someone here during this time in between. And this person, there's just like, no way, man. I'm not letting this person. This is my person. Yeah, and you have a person who still hasn't detached from someone else. See, emotionally detached. That's that little aha moment. Somebody who doesn't make any kind of commitment, or they just, they're still attached to someone else. They haven't let go of something else. But I feel like you've got this choice here. Yeah, they're taking a leap of faith. I see Aries, Scorpio energy. This person's bold and confident. They know what they want, but this is leaving something behind. Someone's being left behind here. One last look over the shoulder. This is someone taking a leap of faith. And it could even be yourself in this energy where you're leaving this person behind. They're emotionally detached. See, it's about that moment where you see the truth, but it's a win-win. You're actually dodging a bullet with someone here. Yeah, and I do think it is an energy of avoidance. Somebody who's always avoid you. This is someone you can literally walk by and they won't even say hello kind of energy, right? But it's somebody who's emotionally detached. So you've got this person coming in, right? See, it's just someone who rejects, someone ignores them. And I do feel like this is an energy of some of you bored of this. I do think you're losing interest in someone, and I do think it has to do with this person, but it could be them losing interest in another person. But I feel this is a masculine here who's, not detached. They're mostly detached. The other person's more in touch with their own inner self. They've gone within, into me I see. So yeah, but I do think this other person is someone who kind of thought, it's kind of too good to be true. But they're going to push through that fear and take a leap of faith. They're coming in to offer you a pentacle. See, this is someone closing a chapter. It's an energy of a person moving on. It could be yourself. You've had enough. You're drained. If someone ghosts you, ignores you, or just out and out rejects you, right? This is where you see the truth. But this person, I see closing a chapter in the past, see going with the flow, things are moving forward. So I do feel this is really positive for some of you. It has to do with this person, I feel, who's curious, talking to people. But on the other hand, you got this person who doesn't tell you the whole truth. They tell you what you want to hear. So that's why I feel like you got someone who just wants to be single. It's someone who doesn't want to be in love. They just want to be single. Yeah. Wow. But there it is. See, this is the person coming in. This has to do with long-term stability, partnering up, getting together. This person wants to get together. They're stable. Long-term stability. Wow. And I do see a bunch of people getting together too. I see an opportunity, invitation. Hey, do you want to come along? Whatever it is this person's doing. But I feel like you're closing a chapter on the past. But I actually feel like it could be this person too, closing a chapter. But I feel it's that third person. And I do think this person is jealous, but they keep it to themselves. They'll never let you know. They're just taking control. They're swooping in. That's why I feel you're not going to see it coming. And it could be a person who felt that way with you. They got all emotional. They didn't see that coming, right? Getting all up in their feels. But this person is someone who's kept it all in. Look at that. You're about to receive. Beautiful Empress energy. So you've healed. You're over something. You're done. Closing a chapter in the past. This is a whole new chapter too. I love this energy. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I feel like what you have is this person, somebody who doesn't want to sacrifice. See, somebody here who doesn't want to sacrifice anything. That's the person who just wants to be single. Interesting. Tell me about the Empress. See, there it is. Things going in your favor. Somebody sees you in a very favorable light. Very favorable. And I do feel this is a new opportunity, win-win for both people. This person's like, what have I got to lose? I see a win-win. They're bold. They're coming in. They're swooping in, probably because they know about this person. Someone's talking to people. So I just want to clear that up a little bit more. Tell me about the Prince of Swords. They are curious and they're talking to people, but they just want to be single. They just want to be single. I feel they're not telling you everything. Yeah, this is someone who it's a person who lacks the confidence. The other person's confident. The other person's bold and confident. The other person isn't. Some of you have definitely had hurt before and possibly even been involved in third parties. But that chapter's being closed. See, it's about what you're searching for. You're searching for the same thing as the other person, a partner, someone to long-term stability. But yeah, it's this person, see, they feel like there's not a lot of hope. They're kind of sad, but this person's going to avoid this whole situation. And it could be where you even cross paths with this person. Maybe they didn't talk to you or something for some of you. But yeah, you got a person who's not telling you everything, that's for sure. And this other person here, I just feel win-win. I mean, this is a whole new cycle. They feel lucky. They feel fortunate. The timing is right. The timing is now. They need to take action now before this other person makes a move. But they just kind of swoop in out of the blue, right? You know, they want to build with you. See, it's all about putting in effort. They want to build. And I feel some of you, you know, this energy of experienced something before. The other person's someone who doesn't put in a lot of effort. They want the other person to do all the work. So that's why they're just not moving, you know. I feel like it's about avoiding this. You're literally dodging a bullet with this person. But this is somebody who avoids confrontation. See, they see another person, competition, so they're just going to avoid the whole situation. And they don't want to sacrifice anything. Yeah, see, they're not very confident. This other person's confident. They know what they want. Like, my gosh. And if they are jealous, they'll never tell you. And I feel is interesting because this is someone who starts to make up excuses, or they just lack confidence. They're not talking. So I really feel if you want someone who's confident, it's this person who comes in as the King of Wands. Now, they could be anybody here, but I do see this as an ending. And I feel somebody's very aware of something. It's transformation. It's not over yet. Someone still hasn't let go of someone else. Yeah. So I think this person's aware of this. And I feel because there's like this social circle. It's a small world, right? And that's the vibe that I'm getting here. And I did see the Magician coming out. So it's an energy of this person becoming very aware there's competition. So they're making a move here. Like they're lighting a fire under it. But it's all about, yeah, there it is. This is what tried to come out a moment ago when I pulled this out. And this is this person being aware they have everything they need to manifest their desires. But they are aware, this person. And I feel they know them, their lifestyle, the way they conducted themselves maybe in the past. And it could be the person they were with. See, they're all in the same social circle is what I feel. But this person is manifesting. They have everything they need. And I think this person knows that this person isn't very confident. Yeah. This is someone who doesn't talk, or they make up a lot of excuses, or they're just really apprehensive. So this is an energy of a decision. I do feel yourself here. You're going to have to make a decision. Now, your person could have Gemini or Libra in their chart, but they could be an Aries, Leo, or Sag energy. Even sun sign, but like I say, we've got some Libra and Gemini energy. Your persons are different. See, one of these people, I feel, this is the decision, out with the old and in with the new. I feel you're the one who's going to make that final decision, but I still feel this King of Wands is in that energy too. They're swooping in out of the blue, making this decision. See, it's all about shedding, releasing all of this. Yeah. I think you've got a person here, yes. He's somebody who manipulates, plot mind games, mixed messages, mixed signals. Yeah, this person knows. I feel they know someone, or somebody this person was in a relationship with. Tell me more about the Judgment. Yeah. This is about, see, releasing, out with the old and with the new. Someone's letting go of this. Release. I think it's going to be yourself. You're going to have to make a decision. And I do think it's going to be out with this, in with the new, letting go and releasing all this hurt and heartache, third party. But I do think it's the energy of jealousy for most of you. Just somebody who's jealous. They'll never tell you, but they're taking action. But I wouldn't be surprised somebody here was involved in a third party in the past. Mind games, manipulation, someone who deceives. And I think this person knows somebody about this. So I feel this is somebody just, I like this person's energy. Yeah, they, again, seeing things in a favorable light. Win-win for both of you. The cycle is finished. Yeah. Just watch out for this. Mixed messages, mixed signals. See, somebody who doesn't really know what they want. See, they don't know what they want. They're still having to detach from someone else. They just want to be single. They can't make up their mind, whatever it may be. But often this is where you make up someone's mind for them. I think you're just going to let it go. Yeah, there it is. See, as soon as I say being open to this person who knows what they want, they're confident. Yeah, open to the King of Wands. See, I'm reshuffling. It's laying them out right. Yeah, the other person lacks. They're negative, low vibrational. This person has everything they need to manifest their desire, but you're manifesting this as the feminine too. So you're open to this. This is a beautiful new experience. Yeah, you got some love coming in, but you are going to spend time with this person. See, this person lacks. It could be someone who's ignoring you, ghosting you, leaving you out in the cold. Whoever it is, you're moving on. Yeah, this is somebody who actually, it's a masculine energy. It is somebody who, has everything they need, a house and a home. I see getting together, an opportunity, an invitation. This is somebody who'd be introduce you to their friends and family, where the other person's a little more secretive. It's like they want to, keep you a secret, where this other person's definitely more social. Yeah, there it is. Knowing your worth and value. It's whether the feelings are mutual, but it's about releasing this and letting it go. It is what it is. This just wasn't meant to be. This feels like you're more in alignment with this person. Wow, crazy energy. Aquarius, see, it is what it is. Let it go. You know your worth, and I love this. And I do feel like you're, holding yourself in high regard, but this person holds you in high regard. They literally got you on a pedestal. You're their person. See the world. This is gorgeous. That whole chapter's done. Take care, and we'll see you soon.